Testing.
What's going on, everyone? I got my boy Rick Productions. He is back with another podcast. So today the topic, bro, that I wanted to bring up on is music videos, right. The art of music videos. He was here on the last podcast, and I wanted to bring him in on this just really to cover this topic on the art of music videos. Really want to get his take, then I'll speak my take on it. So what do you think of music videos in today's day and age? Because it's so saturated, bunch of filmmakers, a bunch of upcoming artists, and do you think art exists? Because like there's a lot of running gun videos nowadays. So I really want your take on that, and then I'll just follow up with that.
So I believe that art is not dead in music videos. I just believe that art can be restricted by the budget of the music video. It definitely can be restricted. If you don't have the time allotment, then you won't have the freedom to shoot the way you want to shoot. You might be rushed. I believe there's art in point and shoot videos. Me and you have both talked about how artists, they come at you with no budget. They just want a simple street shoot. And me and you, we call them point and shoot videos because there's no lighting involved. There's legit just hit record. Let's shoot this artist maybe with a gimbal. That's a point and shoot video style video. But even with that, there's art, because your point and shoot video is going to look a lot different from my point and shoot video. Because at the end of the day, we add that signature, that little bit of signature within our videos. So in that instance, I believe art is not dead.
See, so one thing I guess I'll follow up on that is, I think it's dead in the sense of if you put a good filmmaker to run a gun shoot, he's going to create art, right? But I feel like a big percentage of freelance filmmakers that are starting off, I feel like there's too many people just buying a camera and just filming. But it's just filming. And then it's like, oh, I'm going to go into editing and just put a bunch of effects. But there is no composition. There's no clean to it. There's nothing that stands out for you to be like, yo, this video was like the color grading was on point. All the simplicity that involves a creative cinematic video is thrown out the door. It's really just grab a gimbal or handheld, really just shoot. There's no composition. There's no creative standpoint. I feel you get a great director on set. He can create epicness on a running gun. But if you just, for the most part, I'm seeing nowadays, everyone's just picking up a camera. Obviously they're fucking up the market just because everyone's just shooting anybody. I feel like a lot of people are doing it wrong as far as taking basically no budget because they want to learn and they want to get into music videos. But instead of doing that, it's kind of like I told my boy John and I told other people, just grab a product, make videos in your house. There's ways to make videos before you even hit up artists, because doing that is only gonna I feel like it'll hurt you. And it's at that point you're trying to, I don't know how to exactly state it, but the right way to do it is just learn on your own on outside. So when these clients come at you, you're gonna kill it rather than just fucking up, and then they're gonna be on your ass about, oh, the video, I don't like it and this and that. So and it just doesn't come out good. That's what I seen.
Man, you know what? We sometimes we put a lot of blame in the upcoming directors that are out there, but I believe who's to blame as well is the artists themselves, because like I said, they come at you with very minimal budgets, and it's I believe it takes two to tango. You know what I'm saying? You can have a really badass director, but if the artist is not going to put up the budget, or if the artist is not going to be there to work with you, it's going to be shit. It's going to be a shit video no matter what. You have artists that don't remember their own lyrics. You have artists that don't have, you have artists that don't have how are you trying to get into a career if you're not taking yourself serious? A lot of these artists are not taking themselves serious. It's just a lot of things wrong with a music video when it comes to that aspect of creativity, man. And it's sad to see videos just being thrown out there.
Yeah, it's just put out content rather than creative.
And a lot of people like it. They're eating that up. And I sometimes, the same way I sit down and look at Maluma videos with the high budgeting and everything, is the same way I sit down and look at a video that's blown up, that's super simple. Because it's just what was it about that video, that made it popular? You know what I'm saying? But I'm pretty sure the video didn't just blow up because of the cinematography. Maybe the artist was really good. The lyrics was really good. There's art in it, and then our job is to,
But see, that the thing is, and this is picking on that, there's a few songs that blew up because of the song. Murder, whatever.
Bobby Shmurda.
Yeah, remember that song he came out with? It was a song. The beat was cool, but I feel like artists saw that, and that video was trash. It was just like literally filming in the corner of a block or whatever, a bunch of homies. So I feel like people
all handheld.
Yeah, like artists are seeing that and they're just like, oh, that he blew up with that song, I can do that too. So I feel like in their minds it's like, why even pay when I can? But it doesn't happen like that. That's like a rare, very little percentage. It's kind of like us. We can shoot all the influencers we want, all the big celebrities. It doesn't matter. We're gonna blow up. Like, you know, it takes that one, and everyone wants it right away. When I feel like it takes time. Like, not everyone gets that privilege.
I believe you just brought up a good point. I didn't think about it until now, bro. You just said it like Bobby Shmurda's video blew up, and then me and you come from like a different perspective. We grew up with a different perspective on what a music video is. It's probably the same way these old school artists grew up with saying like that's art, like Tupac and stuff like that. And then you see these like blabber artists come along, and then the old school artists are like, that's not art, that's shit. So maybe that's what it is too, that like the world is always progressing in art, that maybe me and you need to oversee it and say, hey, like maybe we don't need to bring lighting, maybe we don't need to bring a gimbal, we can just bring our camera and make a music video, and it's just gonna blow up. And it's sad because it's just like there's no effort in it. You know what I'm saying? And
you're right on that. The only thing is they don't want to. They don't want to pay, especially if you're gonna go with no lighting, bro. Now you're looking at they gonna try to pay you $200, $400, $600. I'm like,
oh my god,
it's not worth it. Like,
let's not even talk about the artists that don't want to pay. I mean, our memory cards alone cost up to $400.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and they want it for $500-$600. Like, bro, like the battery and the memory card.
I wish I had my ND filter that I brought over here. How much was my ND filter?
You got the Peter McKinnon one, huh? So
yeah, it's like $300, right? It's like I got $300 sunglasses for my camera. It's like I don't even rock $300 sunglasses on myself. You know what I'm saying? But because we have so much pride in what we do, and we're willing to invest in that. Dude, I need another beer.
You got another beer?
Yeah.
Man, I got you, bro.
You got me?
Yeah, I got you, man. Look, this is service right here. Look at that. Look at that. You didn't see that coming, did you?
Where'd that guy come from?
Bro, they're around. When you want beer, bro.
Who do you got working in here, bro?
I got Ghosts. When you need it, I got you.
That's crazy, man.
I got you, man.
Hey, man, shout out to Mario Visions, man. This guy's crazy, man.
You guys show up in my podcast, I take care of you. You ask for beer, you know, I give you beer. For example, I need a beer. See? You ask, and you shall receive. That's service in this place, man. See, I pay for this. Artists don't want. They don't want. You don't even know where it came from, huh? It just come out of nowhere.
Forget that, bro.
But let's get this. Let's go back to it.
Yeah.
But yeah, to the point of with music video and art, bro, it's just like I understand. Maybe we should be looking at it as far as like the way the world's changing. Maybe a lot of people just want more simplicity. Maybe they don't want all this lighting. But the thing with me, at least, I don't know about you. For my clients, everyone looks at my videos like, I want that type of video. I'm like, bro, that's a gang of lighting. I'm like, you want that for $500? Like, bro, that starts like at $2,500 or something like that. I'm like, what the hell's wrong with you?
It's like when we see a music video, we're seeing it with a trained set of eyes.
Yeah.
And we appreciate it. We're like, damn. Like, that's not just a moving car and a camera following it while the rap artist is singing in it. Like, it's not just that. It's legit like a whole production team. You know what I'm saying? It's rigs that go attached to the cars. We're talking about thousands of dollars worth of rigs, not just the camera. We're talking about, you know, stunt drivers. We're talking about, like, we're able to appreciate things. Same thing with movies. You ever go to the movies and you're like, wow. Like, it may seem so simple how they pulled it off, but you know that it's just like, that took a lot of work. You know what I'm saying?
Budget in place.
So I don't know, like, maybe it shouldn't only be us directors that are taking like lessons and classes on how to make a music video. Artists should, you know, they should be looking into how to make a music video. You know what I'm saying?
But they know, because, you know, every artist that wants, it's like us, right? We're filmmakers. We want to be like that filmmaker. Artists want to be like, for example, Reggaeton Maluma, or you want to put Drake in this. Artists want to be that. They know it costs to get those type of videos, but they don't want to pay, but they know it. They just don't want to pay it, but they want that look. I'm like, bro, it's not possible. You're talking over $100,000 budget. I can replicate something like that if you give me $50,000, but you still got to give me $50,000. And obviously not everyone's going to have $50,000. That's normally like a label, or the dude is just rich. How many, I didn't mean to cut you out. How many
How many likes do you usually get from a typical Raw Talk video within, like, let's say a week, 2 weeks?
How many likes?
Yeah.
To be honest, I don't follow up on them.
You don't follow
I
up
just
on
make
it?
sure there's a comment like to respond.
Okay, everybody. What I need you guys to do now is that I believe this will be interesting, and you brought it up before.
Okay.
How about we give ourselves like the same environment and we do a competition or something like that, or just to see, out of the sake of the creativity, give me one camera, give yourself the same camera, and then we get one artist, and then we can film that one artist just with like the most basic material and see how that goes.
I mean, I think it'll come out dope.
You think it'll come out
like,
dope?
I can work with that.
I think so too, bro. But what I'm trying to get to is that me and you both know that we can make a dope music video with no budget. Me and you can. But I think it's disrespectful when someone comes at you with no budget. You know what I'm saying? With $500, I could do a lot with $500. The way it's spent out, the way, what car we're gonna rent, what talent we're gonna get. But at the end of the day, it's not even about that. It's about that, like, you're an artist and you're coming at me with $500.
This is disrespectful.
It's disrespectful because you're coming at somebody that's owning a $3,000 plus camera. I mean, this
That's
subject.
Everything
This
else.
subject is like over and over again. We talked about this subject, and like I feel like it's disrespectful to come at somebody with like your level of expertise and say, hey, what can you do with $500?
Yeah, it's just like, I think overall, like, the way the world's going towards, obviously I've gotten a lot of artists, they want to go TikTok famous. So what is it? That means they don't have a budget. They just want to go ahead and, like, it's like $500 and they want to make a video in hopes of going viral. Like, everyone's aiming for viral instead of creativity and art. Just like music. You're not going to get dope music. Everyone just literally shows up in a studio and just makes a song. But not everyone has that. It's like very few that like really put everything towards that song. So I feel like, I don't know if it's like just a new age or whatever, but like you said, like, we can create stuff. It's just disrespectful when they come out with no budget. I get mad when the worst thing that I get, bro, is, I've gotten this the last maybe week or week and a half. A bunch of artists like, yo, let's work. It's like, bro, like, okay. And then I'm like, what's your budget? And they talk about everything, but they never bring up the budget. And I'm like, look, dude, I don't want to be disrespectful, but I need to know the budget to see if we can even work. And then they come out with $300. I'm like, you're telling me let's work, and then you're trying to skip all that and $300. Like, bro, you just wasting my time. Like, I could have done other shit instead of DMing you.
Yeah.
So it's just, I feel like people just don't want to pay, and that's why I'm seeing art is dying to me. Like, you're gonna find those filmmakers, you're gonna find that artist, but it's very small percentage. Like, that's because everyone, I feel like they think it's just putting out a bunch of content. Like, that's the way it's gonna get you out there, which is a good thing, and nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, like, that means there's gonna be videos. Like, it's like, for example, I wish I could do a podcast nonstop. Like, imagine me making 5 podcasts in one day. Dude, like, I'm overkilling it to the point where not every podcast is gonna be good, because I'm just kind of like,
it's gonna be generic.
Yeah, it's gonna be just whack compared to like once a week, and then kind of strategize.
Like quality over quantity.
Exactly.
Type of thing.
Like, I value that, and some people value that, but like a lot of people is just like, oh no, I want it to blow. Like, this video these podcasts don't do great, but I still do it, right? But other people, they has to hit a certain level, and like, if not, like, it's just.
I feel like a lot of people have the notion that we need them to survive in this video gig, and it's not true. Like, we're here today because of our ambition and our love for what we do, or else we wouldn't be here today, right? The other thing that you talked about was the whole trend setting with the TikTok. Viral videos with the TikTok. So you're right. Someone comes out with the best idea ever, and then everyone tries to copy it. Mm-hmm. And there's no creativity in it. And I think that's when it comes up to, like, you as a person, as a director, as an artist, to put your own little mix in it. Because let's be honest, I've heard somewhere, and I think it's kind of true, that everything that people do has been done already. So a lot of us are low-key already, like, copying from what we've seen from other people. Like, we're always taking from other people. And in that aspect, yeah, like, come on, like, where's the creativity at? You know, like, I don't know if you would agree. Like, most things that you've seen, how many of the stuff that you've seen you haven't seen somewhere else before you've done it yourself? Can you?
I feel like I've seen a lot of different visuals and effects and styles that people are doing, except I feel like it's just a song that sounds the same.
The
I feel
sound.
like filmmakers are getting creative with it. It's not all, but some. But it's I think the songs is because they're all the same. It's about girls, money, weed. So I feel like I see the same shit over and over. Like even if it's different visual because of the song, I'm just like I've seen this. I feel like I've seen this 100 times.
It's like that's the main topic, right? Girls, money, weed, and then it's up to us to like figure out how we gonna show that. like like
no
shit,
budget.
prop money.
Yeah, prop money because
like,
there's
what's
no
your
money.
budget, bro? I ain't got no budget, but you talking about money.
That's
Talking about girls. You talking about cars.
But you have no money.
No
to
budget,
pay.
right? No
None of that.
budget. It's like even prop money costs money, bro. You know what I'm saying?
For real. Like, look, so to all filmmakers right now that are watching this, one thing I really want to tell you guys is this. I think this is a great tip. This is from experience. So I've been shooting for over 5 years. Again, I want your take after this, but the tip and advice that I want to give filmmakers that are thinking music videos is a thing or stay on it. Look, I'm gonna tell you guys one thing right now: get into real estate, get into corporate videos, event videos, get outside of the music industry. It's not what you think. It's cool, don't get me wrong, it's fun, lighting is cool, it's all, but the thing is what they're asked sometimes is too much, where sometimes, bro, a little simple event video might just be 10 times better because there's no lighting, you're just kind of moving with the day. Corporate videos, there's budgets in place where like they'll actually pay and you can actually take your time lighting the interview. It might not be the funnest, but at least lighting the interview would be fun. You get to learn audio, you get valued on that end. Weddings the same way, you get valued. You know, you're not thrown to the side. Music videos is not the place. Don't get me wrong. If you're in the area where you're getting the budgets, then it's cool. You know, then you're good. But if you're just up and coming, it's gonna take a lot because there's so many people just literally doing it for free that I feel like not a lot of people, or at least you're not gonna get the opportunity to get that budget because another artist is gonna be like, why am I gonna pay you $4,000 when this artist doing this filmmaker is doing it for $1,000 or $500? And even though the quality is not the same,
there's a lot of saturation on the market.
It's bad.
I feel like.
What do you think? Like, what would you tell them?
No, I mean, I feel like what you just said is a very valuable piece of information because you're doing it. You left your typical 9-to-5 job to do this full time. You have the studio, you have the gigs, and for you to say something like that you're foreshadowing that it's only going to become harder unless you get yourself like some kind of contract work with corporations, like legit like contract work. That does say a lot coming from you. Like I've always said, I've always held on to my 9-to-5 because I need that steady income. Because this is like it's crazy, man. Because you know, like any other entrepreneur. My bad. I'm studying over my words and shit. But like any other entrepreneur job, you don't know. 1 month you may have $10,000 in your pocket. The next month you won't have anything in your pocket. So it's a roller coaster for sure. So I mean, videography or not, it's always going to be smart for someone to set up a secondary source of income. Yeah. And I think that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother day.
100%.
A lot of people think that I do rig productions full time because I never talk about my full-time job, and those who I work with full time think that that's the only thing that I do with my time. You know what I'm saying? I do have other established businesses, but like I said, that's a whole topic for a different story. You know, like I'm saying, that's a whole nother video, guys.
Yeah, but, and to carry off.
And we're getting older. You know what I'm saying? So we're starting to see things. It's crazy because I have a lot of responsibilities now, and for an artist to come up to a grown man that needs to pay bills, that needs to pay, you know, rent, bills, car payment, maybe they have a family, for someone to come up to a grown man and say, hey, come do this for exposure. Yeah. You know, hey, come do this for exposure. Is like, bro, like I'm not an 18-year-old straight out of college looking for work.
You know what?
You know what I'm saying? It's
shout out to Crackalak on this one, but Crackalak, he really said, he's like, if I'm not getting paid, like there's no way you're taking me away from my family, my wife, my kid, to freaking go shoot something. If there's no budget, fuck that. Like I'm gonna spend 100%. My time where it's supposed to be, and that's the same way. So actually, to kind of like, we're about to almost finish this podcast, but one thing I wanted to say, bro, is I had a girl hit me up. She was talking to me. I want a photo shoot, video shoot, this and that, right? This was like a few days ago. And I was like, okay, well, what's the budget?
Raw talk.
She was like, what's the budget? And I was like, I said, what's the budget? And she said, oh, normally filmmakers pay me. And I'm like, so you know what I said? I was just like, laugh out loud. Oh, that's cool. Like, I respect the hustle, but in this circumstance, like, you came to me, and I want to, and you know, people pay me. That's the way it works. And she was like, oh, what are we talking about? And I was like, well, it depends. I need details. I need all this. And then I think she gave me like a stupid budget, like for just video. I think it was like $300. And I told her like this. I was like, look, I don't mean any disrespect, but honestly, I'd rather do a YouTube video than do your video.
Dude,
because that's what I want to. That's what I tell every artist. Like, look, bro, if the budget's not worth it, I'd rather stay at home do a YouTube video that's not gonna pay me anywhere what you could have paid me. Like $500 is gonna make me more than a YouTube video, but I'd rather do a YouTube video than go out, set up lights, or waste my time doing something that I know is gonna be a headache. And then you already know that they're the pickiest, the worst clients to work with. That I'd rather just not deal with it. I'm just like, you know what? I'll stay at home, make no money, and I'm cool with it.
Oh yeah,
and like I told my girl too, I don't mind if I have to. Well, I won't go back, but if I had to, I wouldn't mind going to a regular job and taking these dumb little $500 jobs. Because this is the thing that people don't understand. $500, right?
Right.
You're filming. There's a lot of people that are filming for like 5 hours. They do 3-4 hours. You still got to go home and edit. At this point, why not work a regular job? You do your job and then you have free time.
Yeah.
This, you're doing job and free time. You're eliminating your free time.
And most jobs, you're at work and you're not doing anything. You're just
exactly. You're in the toilet texting. That's what I was doing.
I mean, it's like what we do. It's we have a skill for it, and most jobs that you need a skill for pay over $75K a year. You know what I'm saying? It's not like we work at McDonald's and shit, you know, because McDonald's, you know, you don't need
my Big Macs, bro. I'll take a job just to eat Big Macs and fries.
You don't need skills to work at McDonald's.
Don't be talking shit about my McDonald's. But I think we went obviously a little bit off topic. This is raw talk. There's anything in place. But the moral of this video, I just feel like, you know, there's budgets are getting cut down unless you're working with a label. It's very hard to get an independent artist to really pay up $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. Like, it's very rare. So it's very hard. The market is saturated. So don't expect you're about to blow up with one video that you did, or the artist tells you like, oh, this and that, and you think you're just gonna blow up. You're not gonna blow up off one video. I've done countless of I thought were gonna be dope videos, and I didn't blow up because, well, I never thought I was gonna blow up. But you know, the videos are really good, but I never expect that, and it didn't happen because realistically, if you don't work on your brand, you could do 20,000 videos. It's who you know at the end of the day, and work on your brand, and hopefully that can translate to a lot of jobs. But I feel like the music industry in general, to me, to sum it all up, the art is dead. There is those few that I see and there's dope videos as far as independent. Now I'm not talking about the big budgets. That art is there, but independent artists, I can count based on my Instagram. I can go through everyone every time I scroll through it. Mm-hmm. There'll be like that 15% that's like, oh, these videos are dope, and then the rest, the 85% is like, oh, these are trash. And it's like, and I could tell right away, oh, he just pulled up to a corner.
Let's bring him up.
But I could tell, like, oh, he just showed up to a corner. He took a quick little $500, and it's like, it's not about the money.
All those links to the videos will be in the description.
Put them all down. Like, I'm about to blast all you.
Blast everybody.
But yeah, I mean, it really, you know, I could tell right away when someone just really pulled up, and a person can tell right away too. Now, if the color grading and the storytelling and all that was dope, you won't be able to tell because you just had to shoot outside. Yeah. But if you're just doing it because that's just really there was no budget, you can tell. It don't matter how cool it is, but if you're really clean with it and you know, like, if I was to do it, I'm pretty sure I can hide that and people wouldn't know. And as a matter of fact, you know what? I'm going to do that just to test it. But I have the artist that I've been working for so long, and he always pays me top dollar, that next time he comes in, I'll probably be like, you know what? Let's work on a second video.
Guess the budget.
And gets the budget.
Yeah. Guess which one had the budget and which one didn't. And you know same what? Artist, same song, same probably.
You know what? That's a good one. I might just put that in the comments below if you guys really want to see that. I think that'd be fire. But
I want to see it.
For reals. You know, one thing I've always wanted to do on this is already like over with, but one thing I've always wanted to do, bro, is do a competition where it's filmmaker versus filmmaker. And really from there, like, you know, so people can see like it's two different perspectives. Really show the art in two different people, so it's like it's not all the same. You could give the same person the same exact lighting it's still not gonna be the same. It's still not gonna
Right.
be.
It's not.
It's who. It's what you know.
It's a
who,
style.
It's a style. So if you guys really want to see that too, leave a comment below. But this beer is getting to me, bro. The tacos fill me up, and then
Yeah.
this is just kind of like staggering in my stomach. 805s are fire. If you guys haven't tried it, first of all, 805, if you guys are watching this, I mean, you know, y'all can send us a few beers. Like, I do podcasts, and everyone gets 805 beer here. So I think it's very mandatory if you guys were to, like, you know, sponsor this video. Any video that we do a podcast, like, I would leave it
The
like
beer.
this. I will leave it right here just for you guys to see. How do you want to sum it up? You want anything you want to say before we finish it off?
Nah, I just want to say thank you guys again for having me. And if you guys want to see more Raw Talk, if you guys want to see me more around, please give us a like, give us a comment. If not, then I probably won't be back. This guy's laughing.
All right, guys. Peace out.
Yeah.
Peace out. We'll be back. Oh, my God. This guy.
I meant that like you're gonna fire me, bro. You're not gonna not because I'm not just gonna fuck this shit, you know, like.
Yeah, you're fired, bro. You're trash, bro. You know, bro, out of that 85% of videos I was talking
So,
about.
hey, bro, just don't come no more, bro.
I was talking about your video, bro.
I had a fucking feeling. You know what? Because there's no budget in those fucking videos, bro. Fuck. I'm gonna start throwing my own money in there and shit. Yeah.
All right, guys. So that's pretty much it. We are out. Rick Productions, Mario Visions, 805s. Man, you know why they even say 805s, bro? They ain't producing this, man. But 805, like I said, you're watching this. Make sure I produce this. If you guys want to see more content like this, hit that subscribe button. Like the video. Always appreciate it. Always helps with the algorithm on YouTube. Catch you guys on the next time. Peace out, guys.